Hey guys, and welcome back to Jon Connington with me, NG Paradox. So far, things have not really gone to plan. A lot of the plans and schemes I've created have been foiled by Baratheons every turn. It's been frustrating, but there's not much we can do about that. We just have to keep fighting on and find an opportunity where we can. I've learned there are certain factions within the realm working to undermine my rule. If you are involved or plan to become so, I trust your complicity in the matter ends now. I don't think I'm in a faction. No. I'm pretty sure I'm not. But yeah, we'll just say that. We'll just take that one because, I mean, I'm not in a faction, so I don't know why it seems to be putting me like that, but that's fine. But yeah, I need to find and wait for a good opportunity, or just hope, I think, right now, that one of the other lords, maybe, possibly, like the North, maybe, or maybe the Tyrells, takes on the mantle, the war for Aemon Targaryen. That looks like it probably would be one of the only ways. I should take it easy. We lost a little bit of our wrath. We're less angry as we've gotten older. Obviously, we have the scourge going on in Leng over in the east, so some very weird stuff going on. If you don't know much about the scourge, it's basically based upon the ideas from the World of Ice and Fire book. As you can see here, the scourge. The scourge, a mysterious affliction that has spread from the underground labyrinths of the Old Ones on Leng. Those affected suffer from headaches, visions, and constant whispering of faceless voices. Sufferers eventually go mad and develop xenophobic tendencies. It's a really interesting thing. Obviously, this is based upon the World of Ice and Fire book. There's lots of mysteries throughout the whole world, basically. It's really cool to have that. You get the stories in Westeros, but you also have these mysteries in the rest of the world, which is kind of cool. So I really actually like that. They added that in as something in the mod, something that could happen. I'm assuming it's very unlikely to happen, because I think that's the first time I've ever seen that. The cook and I did not really plan to humiliate Jane. We only wanted her to realize how her paranoia made everybody's life more difficult than it should be. At least she calmed down a little bit. Her father, Oberyn Martell, he went off to the east and drank too much. I mean, can you blame him after how his brother and sister were treated? Then he's had his titles taken away from him. He had a rough life. Rough life indeed. It's a shame. Obviously, though, my son's wife now has claims to Dawn. Weak claims. And no one has been given Dawn yet, so there's not really much I can do with that. But yeah. And up north, Morgan Stark has dealt with the... Oh, okay, he's definitely dealt with the Tollet. He actually executed him. Didn't just take away the High Lordship, he just executed him as well. That seems a bit unnecessary there, Morgan. Maybe you didn't have to execute him. I mean, oh! Yes! Yes! Oh my! This is exactly what I wanted. All I ever wanted. This is what I wanted. Ah, thank you. See, this is what it was. I was hoping one day this might happen. Morgan Stark. Now, his father, Benjamin, was always turning a blind eye to us. He didn't want to know what was going on. He was never interested in learning what schemes we had going. I mean, who can blame him? Look what happened to his brothers and his father. But his son, he knows there's not many Starks left. It's just him, Lyanna, and his sister, Alyssa Snow. Who's a Snow? She's a bastard. So I guess he wanted to take on the mantle, and he wanted maybe to fight for the Targaryens. He has no connection to the Baratheons. That was Eddard Stark. So here we go, and he's got some friends. The Tyrells have proven themselves to be definitely loyal Targaryen vassals. I knew I could rely on you, Willis. I knew you'd see the light of day. I knew secretly you were all having secret toasts to Aemon's health. Because remember, they fought for the Targaryens. And surprisingly, Renly. I don't know how Morgan did this, but he managed to get Renly to support them. That is massive. And because the Trident and the Westerlands are fighting, that takes out the king's brother. He can't get involved. Now, the Vale he does have, and he does have Dawn. So this means he has 49,000 men. So Stefan, and he's a strong man, duelist, skilled fighter. He's not someone that should be taken lightly. He also has Harlaw on his side. Only with 12,000 men, but remember he has all those ships. He can get about very easy. 27,000 men. 19,000. And 17. It's going to be pretty close, I think, this one, actually. This is massive. Jon, our time has come. And this is what we've been waiting for. And I don't have to make a choice. I'm already on the side of them. Let's go. Rhaegar, Eddard, let's take you off this. All my sons are going to help me fight. Bring all the men. We may not be able to have many men. We may not be able to help much, but we're going to help any way that we can. This is what we've been waiting for. Our time has come. Come now. Come all the men, all the soldiers. Okay, I was going to say, they're taking quite a long time. I will lead. And we need some commanders. We'll take Rhaegar. We have to take Rhaegar and Tanton. Do I have a bodyguard, maybe? Anyone who's actually good at fighting? My wife? Ooh. Lyanna. Maybe I should take her to be my bodyguard. They're all not that good. Lyanna, you're going to come with me. You're going to be my bodyguard. Okay. She wants to fight. She goes, let me fight. This is for my son. I want revenge for Rhaegar. We will take out the Baratheons here and now. Okay, Lyanna. I will give you a sword, of course. You know, we're both in this equally. We're both fighting for Aemon. Aemon has been sent to the north. If we lose this war, they might chop off his head. This is all or nothing now, Lyanna. And of course, there's little Morgan. Morgan Targaryen has been kept off in Essos just in case things go terribly wrong. Same with his sister. How about Viserys? What's Viserys up to? Viserys is still off in Volantis. He has not been able to get involved. He's got a bit of fatigue there. His son is now 17 years old. Pretty good stat-wise overall. Most of them above 10. Not too bad. You know, cruel, brave, ambitious, trusting, and diligent. Cruel, but he's not crazy at least. So there's something going for him there. And what we're going to do, we're going to try and take our men to do whatever we can. Yeah. Let's get the speed low. This is the big event. We need to make sure we have everyone as an important character right now. Because this is the big event. This is what we've been waiting for. This is our Robert's Rebellion, basically. And Dawn obviously split up. But some of them are not getting involved. Vafe and Brimstone. It's a shame. Oh, the Vale. What did you do? Oh no, they're attacking the Trident. So he no longer has their men. But I think he already brought up their men. So that's a shame. We don't have them, okay. Make them all important characters. Yeah. It's ready. Yeah, he's already brought out their men, so there's nothing we can do about that. He's going to have a lot of soldiers. Let's do our best, people. How long have these guys got until their war ends? They've got quite a while, actually, it looks like. So maybe we'll be okay. If he's taken men from Dawn and the Vale, he's got to try and bring all those men together. This gives the Reach a bit of an advantage, possibly, if they can get their men together quickly. And bring them straight to King's Landing. It's Aemon's time. He will become king. He is the rightful king and heir to Rhaegar Targaryen, my friend. The man I loved. We'll do it for you, Rhaegar. My sons will help me. Eddard, take that side. And Rhaegar. Look at that. Jon and his two sons are fighting side by side for the same cause. I'm loving this. Let's wait for them to come to me. Oh no, they're going to Bronze Gate. Let's follow Renly's men. Who would have thought would be on the same side as Renly? What happened, Renly? I'm finding it difficult to find from an RP point of view what he's doing. Is he trying to make sure there's Baratheons on both sides? Maybe he heard murmurings and he was a bit worried, so he thought, you know what? There can be Baratheon on both sides. So if we win, the Baratheons, I get to keep the Stormlands. And if I lose, I can tell them I was just trying to be careful. And that way, we keep everything. So maybe I will say that's what he's doing. We know Renly could be a bit more of a kind of schemy kind of guy. Okay, the Reach have got quite a few men down here. Renly is taking his men straight to King's Landing, so let's go and follow them. I'm going to attack these guys here from King's Landing. I don't think they're really actually again. They're probably fighting their own war right now or something. Commanded by these armies should be reserved for those of high status, and the likes of Lord Bryce Cowan enjoy this privilege, whilst I do not, is surely an insult. Now, I don't think we want to be. We got our own vanguard. We're just going to attach our men to his. There we go. Let's get the King's Landing. Once we get the King's Landing, we can join in. I just about to get our men to stop, but I don't want to lose any men. But I guess we have so many more men than them, it's not a big deal. Here we go. Get to King's Landing. Capture the King. Stefan the Uncaring. At the moment, he's in hiding. And Arthur Dane, how could you? What has happened? Have they brainwashed you? What is going on, Arthur Dane? How can you fight on their side? I guess because he swore a new oath to protect the king. He's not willing to turn away. And, ooh, Roderick the Reader died bedridden and infirm. And that has taken out the Ironborn from the war because the drums have inherited the Lord Paramountcy of the Iron Isles. It's elective at the moment. Good, good, good. 8,000 men there. So it's only the king with his 48,000 men, which is still a lot of men. You gotta give him that. Let's attach. I've attached to the armies of the Stormlands. Let's do it. Just trying to look out for any big armies coming. Looks like we're okay for now. 29,000 men are sieging King's Landing. But they can't obviously assault it. You know, the towers in King's Landing are quite big. They've got very big walls and whatnot. So this can give the king time to get his men down here to fight. 9,000 men are going north. I can't see any enemies coming from the Vale right now. Can't see many coming from Dawn. Where are his armies? Right now. Where are his armies? I'm sorry, Rhaegar. You tell your wife you'll be home soon. You can have babies when you get back. This is it. This is what it's all come down to. Everything we've been waiting for has been up to this moment. To fight for Aemon. Lord Reaver Aladale of Hollis declared war against the tyranny of Donal Drum. Okay. So Lord Reaver Harlaw, so what he inherited from Roger the Reader, he's now kind of gone against him. And Volmark has joined the king. They have a Valerian steel sword, which is kind of nice. Just keeping a lookout right now. It seems okay. 2,000 men are coming up from the south, but that is not going to be enough. He wants me to come out. I'm going to have to climb. Well, I've got an army still. Once my army's destroyed, I can become a commander for him. I was so hoping someone would take the mantle of Aemon. I'm so glad someone did. His wife is also an Esso, so Alina Connington. Our families are connected. You just got to hope we can do this. We're at 0% right now. We're halfway from sieging King's Landing. But I still have not seen their big armies, so I'm a little bit worried. We can't see most of the map because we can only see what the Stormland sees. So we can't see most of what's going on. I mean, where's the Northman armies? Are they being sieged by the king? Yeah, the king is sieging them down. Is he just gone up? Is he destroying their armies? Yeah, look at that. Morgan Stark, 10,000 men. They've gone straight for Starks, probably from the Vale, and going north. We're going to have to hope that we can capture his family. That would be the best way. His wife's not pregnant. Yeah, that could cause a problem then. Gowan. He's got obviously 2 wars going on at the moment. 9,000 men. Is he losing both of those or is he winning any? He's losing against the Vale. And he's losing badly against the Westerlands. Okay, that could potentially be very good for me. And it looks as though we're taking King's Landing. It's 23% right now. And I'm going to have to go because there's a massive raucous going on behind me. And there go the dogs cheering. Hopefully they're cheering for the Targaryens. Hopefully they're Targaryen loyalists. Then again, there could also be usurpers' dogs. Oh my, it makes so much sense. They're obviously usurpers' dogs. Damn you, Butter and a Bubble. How dare they betray me. But yes, their noise will not stop me. Because I've managed to stop them from making noise. I don't mean that in the bad way. I mean as in, I've taken care of them. And I don't mean that in the way a mobster might say it. I'm just going to move on. But they're dealt with. And Morgan Stark is now known as the Vengeful. Okay, Sansa Boyle was beheaded by him. That's probably why he's probably a man that likes to behead people. His sense of justice maybe is to take heads. Maybe more of a Stannis man, you know. He kind of thinks that, you know, proper justice has to be done sometimes. No mercy. We're at 41% right now. And we're still just sieging away at King's Landing. 31,000 men. Morgan Stark at their head. Look at this. Stark versus Baratheon. Who would have thought? Who would have thought it would come down to this? The next generation of Stark and Baratheons will be fighting one another because of a Targaryen once again. And of course he is a part Stark, so yeah. Peasant revolt. We gotta keep fighting. Keep going, Jon. What is this? The campaign has been proof that Lord Bryce of Nightsong is a good person to spend time with. I value his opinion highly and trust him on the battlefield. Yay, we made a friend in our old age. Me and Karen, in our old age, we've now become friends. Good to see. Now, I still can't see the King's armies. We can see the Arryn armies are up here, and the north, 12,000, about 20,000 men from the Reach as well, altogether, and 3,000 there. They're still taking lands in the north, and the north does not have many armies up here. Trying to give you guys a good sense of exactly what's going down. It's really been fought here, and in the northern Riverlands, kind of going down. Lands here are being taken. We're at 40%. How are we doing here? Okay, Morgan Stark can almost assault it. He's almost got 10 times the men, when it would be the safest time to assault it. Oh, I could see a small army of King's men down there, but I still haven't seen any more. Is that just a small group, or is that all of them coming down now all together? My beloved son, Eddard, is not married. We'll find you someone nice, Eddard. Eddard, I will find you someone. I was hoping we could get someone to kind of pay them back for thanks. Obviously, the Tyrells, you know, actually helping us is kind of a big deal. And we married the Martells because they helped last time. I guess the Vale and the North would also be options, but we're already kind of connected to the North. But they've had no girls. That's kind of the problem. Harold has died. Died in battle. I guess he died in this war. Yeah, it looks like he died in this war. Denly Thorne. Denly the Black. Okay, Alistair Thorne is his brother. Alistair Thorne is still alive. 57 years old, skilled fighter. If we met him on the battlefield, he could still be a pretty good fighter. But Denly has killed one of the Tyrells. And he did have a daughter, which is 2 years old. It's maybe a little bit too young. What with the other brother? He's had no daughters either. So no daughters on that side. The Vale. He does have a daughter, but I think they would not marry us, yeah? Yeah, we're not going to get that. So I might have a quick look about who would actually marry him. Flint, Beesbury, Ooh, genius. She's 13. She's about to get to the age when she could get married. Let's have a quick look. If there's any good alliances. I mean, a Martell. We're already married to a Martell. But obviously they're not on power anymore. That marriage, though, we're going to say is kind of just one of courtesy. We feel we should because of, you know, what they've been through and what we've both been through all these times. Both have been just torn down by the Baratheons. I'm going to marry that genius girl. Yeah, we married one for, you know, kind of friendliness. Eddard, you're going to get a nice Dornish girl who is extremely smart. Give you good Connington kids. Let's get back to what's going on. The Northern Army's coming down. 13,000 men. Where did the rest go? Decide to accept. Very good. We're at 39%. There's still a long way to go, but we're about to capture this. Peasant revolt in the Westerlands.